everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am here to discuss some new products that I've been trying out. Most of these are by local brands or available locally quite easily, so I'm sure you guys are going to appreciate that. And if you want to see me use these in a tutorial and just share my final thoughts, then keep on watching. Alright, now the first product I'm going to talk about is this Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation. You guys, this foundation is not new. It's been around for a long time and I've seen so many YouTubers and Instagrammers talk about this, review this, share their opinion on this, and for some reason I always refrained from buying this. And then recently Maheen on Instagram, Maheen Tariq, has been using this a lot in her tutorials and she raves about it. She recommends this to no end and I was like, acha, you know what? अगर Maheen इतनी तारीफ कर रही है तो try करनी पड़ेगी. So I ordered this from Makeup for You online. They had the cheapest price for this. You know how जब आप पाकिस्तानी pages order करते हो तो हर page की एक different price होती है and then you just have to sort of invest the time and find a page जिसकी price सबसे कम हो for the specific product that you want. तो I noticed Makeup for You की price इसके लिए सबसे कम थी and shipping के बावजूद ही मुझे सबसे कम पड़ा था तो मैंने वहाँ से ही order किए. My shade in this is 03 Light Beige. I'm hoping it's a good match. मैंने अपने आप को foundation.com पे match किया था. If it's a website you guys haven't tried out, then you absolutely must. काफ़ी ज़्यादा close match देता है ये website आपको. Alright, now I'm going to use my Entice Bubblegum Priming Potion. You guys, this is one of the best primers that has come out in the Pakistani market. If you have not tried it out, you must. You only need the tiniest amount. And when I say the tiniest amount, I literally mean a drop. This is it. This is what I'm going to use. And I just sort of first press it onto my skin and then rub it. It really does give your skin that healthy luminosity. It makes it look very glass-like. I am a huge fan of this product. Now to apply the foundation, I'm going to be using my Zayfied Mr. Perfect Beauty Sponge. I am going to be taking, I don't know how much to use. This is roughly a pump. And as you can see, it is a very thick formula. I mean, it is just there. It's not dripping down at all. It's holding its shape quite well. So maybe this is the kind of product I would prefer using with an oil mixed in, but you know what, I'm gonna try use it by itself. So what I do is I'm just gonna spread it flat on the back of my hand. It seems like a pretty good match as well, so I'm happy with that. And just start pressing into my skin. You guys, I think this match is perfect, right? Alright, so this is not one of those foundations that just melts into your skin and it gives you like a second skin feel. I do feel like I can sort of see it on my skin a little bit. The other foundation that I use that is drugstore that I really love is the Healthy Mix by Bourjois, and I feel that is a slightly thinner consistency, and also every time I use it I feel like I can't really see it on my face. Of course I don't use a lot, but I feel like that really does give a second skin feel, which is more my style of makeup. This is not looking heavy or cakey at all, don't get me wrong, लेकिन अगर मैं इसको बहुत करीब से देखूँ तो मुझे लग रहा है कि मैंने थोड़ा मेकअप किया है. Alright, foundation is on. I'm now going to move into concealer. मुझे ये L'Oreal का More Than Concealer बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद है, you guys. I feel like it's very close to you for the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm using the shade Amber right now, and it's a very heavy duty concealer, but it doesn't look cakey on the skin, which is great. So normally मेरा जो formula होता है वो ये होता है कि मैं foundation कोई बहुत lightweight और natural सी लगाऊँ, and then concealer normally थोड़ा सा मेरा ज़्यादा full coverage होता है, and I feel overall it helps me not look too cakey, I guess. And I'm going to use the same sponge and press this in. Alright, the next product I'm going to use is the Note Cosmetics Honey Beige Luminous Silk Cream Powder. This is not a powder. This is more of a cream to powder finish. I've talked about this a lot on my YouTube channel, so you guys know I love it. This is the shade 05. I prefer using the shade 06 on myself, but I don't have that with me right now. So I'm just using like a small e.l.f. flat brush and doing some light, very natural bronzing, contouring, whatever you want to call this. And then using the same brush to slowly blend it all in. This is a great trick if you want to darken up a foundation that may be too light for you. Use the light foundation that you have and then just use a product like this that will really melt into your foundation and use it to sort of bronze yourself up. उससे अगर foundation थोड़ी light भी है तो वो इतना obvious difference नहीं रहता. Also, you guys, I was thinking of doing like this series on my YouTube where like one video I do every week is of you asking me questions. So maybe I can have a poll on my Instagram. You guys can ask your questions there. They can be makeup related, career related, anything under the sun. And I can answer those in a YouTube video. Would you be interested in that? If yes, let me know. Like comment below, let me know, because I want to get more content out there and want to do more videos. But then I feel like आप लोग सिर्फ makeup tutorials से भी तंग आ जाते होंगे. So I don't know, like what do you suggest? What would you like to see more of me? कि मैं किस तरह से इस channel को थोड़ा ज़्यादा interesting कर सकती हूँ, like still relevant to makeup because that is what I do, which is maybe a little more interesting than tutorials, right? Let me know. Okay, so I'm going to use a concealer that is lighter than my foundation and I'm going to just very slightly highlight my face. Abhi tak, all the products that I've used have worked really well with this foundation. Like nothing is looking particularly off. Things blended quite well. मुझे किसी किस्म का कोई मसला नहीं हुआ. So yeah, so far so good. अभी हल्का सा कंसीलर क्योंकि मेरा जो ब्रॉन्जर था वो मैं थोड़ा ज़्यादा नीचे ले गई थी, तो इस लाइटर कंसीलर से हल्का सा मैं उसको कार्व आउट करूँगी. And then I'm going to use this just to highlight the center of my face a little bit. ये कंसीलर unfortunately यहाँ नहीं मिलता. This is a Covergirl का ready set gorgeous concealer. This is the shade medium, even though it's quite light. You can't get this here. I got this when I was abroad, but I mean कब से पड़ा हुआ है मेरे पास and I really want to finish it and not let it go to waste, इसलिए मैं इस्तेमाल कर रही हूँ. आप लोग L'Oreal का एक lighter shade है Cashmere, you can use that. Again, I just wanted to get more use out of my Covergirl one. I feel like I haven't used this in a long time. And you notice how that just sort of cleans it up and makes your cheekbones look bam. And if you want, which I do want, I'm also going to slightly highlight a few other areas. A little bit more on my forehead because मेरा माथा दुनिया का सबसे छोटा माथा है. Seriously, इससे छोटा मेरा माथा हो नहीं सकता था. तो मेरी हमेशा कोशिश होती है कि मैं इसको थोड़ा बहुत खोलने की, बड़ा करने की कोशिश. So far so good. And now I'm going to be using the Luscious Cosmetics Blush Crush in the shade 04 Romance. You guys, I have been pushing this product on you people like crazy. My code is Shayan10, SHAYAN10, in case you want to order this from Luscious. And then if you use my code Shayan10, you get another 10% off. This product I just really love. It's a cream product, but it sort of leaves a matte finish on your skin and you don't need a lot of this. You're just going to see like it blends. It's very pigmented, so like I hardly have any on my finger. And it's crazy pigmented, you guys, but then it blends so easily. And I just sort of pat it. I don't drag it because I don't want to remove the makeup I have underneath. And then with the clean finger, I just go and I blend out the edges. And this color is beautiful. I have these in like 4 shades. This is the one I'm really into these days. This is the shade Romance. But can we talk about how fresh I look, like just instantly? And it's not the kind of product that would leave like a shine on your skin. So if for example you have an oily skin type, you could still wear this because it's matte. It doesn't look glowy or shiny or anything of the sort. And if you want to make it really long lasting, you could use this under whatever pink blush, powder blush you have. That's just, you can apply the powder blush on top and it's really going to help the longevity of this. I also really love using this as a stain on my lips. And just to show you, I have another lip color that I want to wear. But I mean, you could totally use this on the lips. It's a little too blue based for my complexion. I like it on my cheeks, maybe not all that much on my lips because I feel like it doesn't have a lot of warmth to it. So I'm going to remove this from my lips and show you the other product that I'm really excited to show you. So the other product I'm excited to show you is by, again, Zay Beauty. They launched these lip sharbats. I have the shade Gulabi Chiller with me right now. Oh my god, you guys, this is such a fun product. So these are like lip glosses. They're called lip tints, lip stains. But you're not supposed to use these on the cheeks because they're way too pigmented on the cheeks. Now, the thing with this is, it's a really interesting formula. ये क्या है मेरे होंठ पे? Okay, it's gone. It's a really interesting formula क्योंकि ये glossy भी है but ये tint भी है, लेकिन इसमें इतना ज़्यादा pigment है जो कि एक normal lipstick में होता है या liquid lipstick में होता है. So I find this quite interesting and I don't use this like full on bam because they're too pigmented. So I kind of like to use these really as just a tint. So I apply some on the inner center of my lip. And then I press my lips together. And then I use a finger to sort of spread it out. They offer a lot of hydration to your lips. And honestly, आजकल क्वारंटीन में मैं कोई मेकअप करूँ ना करूँ, मैं ये लगा के फिरती रहती हूँ घर में पूरे वक्त, just because I think this is such a beautiful product. And अगर आप लोगों को वो मीशा आमिर की जो एक सिग्नेचर लुक है ना, वो बिटन लिप वाली जो अंदर से थोड़ी सी, और द कोरियन लिप आजकल जो थोड़ा सा चल रहा है, if you are into that, you will love this product because this is that in a bottle. अच्छा, now I have thin lips and मेरी again हमेशा कोशिश होती है कि मैं इनको थोड़ा सा बड़ा करूँ. So even with this, I'm still going to use a lip liner and enhance the shape of my lips, and I think that makes this look even more flattering. और ये जो lip pencil मैं इस्तेमाल कर रही हूँ, ये भी Luscious Cosmetics की है. This is in the shade Toasted Pink. I love Luscious Cosmetics की lip pencils. I feel like they're just some of the best. And when they're on sale, they're so cheap, like 400, 300 type भी आपको मिल जाती हैं. And they last a pretty long time. I feel like the lip liner is sort of standing out a little too much today. I can even use like a synthetic brush and just buff out the edges of that lip pencil so it doesn't look too sharp. अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मैं हूँ शायान और मैं अपने होठों के ऊपर 20 मिनट भी लगा सकती हूँ सिर्फ एक लिप लाइनर ठीक करते हुए. आपके लिए ये करना बिल्कुल ज़रूरी नहीं है, मेरा दिमाग थोड़ा सा ख़राब है. Alright, so basically what this does is it sort of diffuses your lip line just a little bit. तो उसमें वो जो एक harshness होती है लिप लाइनर की, वो थोड़ी सी कम हो जाती है. Alright, so the lips are done. Can you appreciate how beautiful this product is? I mean, it leaves like this slight shine on the lips and it's packed with pigment and it makes your lips look bigger. Of course, that has a little bit to do with the technique I used, but again, it's one of those feel-good products that I will wear at home just for the heck of it, even if I'm not going anywhere, not doing anything, not getting out of my bed. Just, it's one of those products that make me look pretty and make me feel pretty. Okay, moving on. अच्छा जी, अब हम सेट करेंगे अपना मेकअप पाउडर के साथ. I will be using my current obsession, which is this Kryolan professional translucent powder, and I'm going to use a Real Techniques setting brush and just get some powder and start setting my face with it. You guys, if you feel कि ये जो blush है ये बहुत ज़्यादा bright है और आपको थोड़ा सा overwhelming लग रहा है, तो आप अपने setting powder, especially if it's a translucent setting powder, you can even go over it just a little bit. थोड़ा सा color tame down हो जाएगा and थोड़ा set अच्छी तरह से हो जाएगा. So it's not going to look as bright and overpowering. Alright, now I am going to talk about a product that I think I've mentioned here before, but I'm not sure, so I'm going to talk about it again. ये है जी वसीम बदामी का Oh So Flawless Highlighter in the shade Golden Sand. ये जो highlighter है, अच्छा, I don't know, but I can, it's annoying. अच्छा, anyway, so then guys, this highlighter, it only comes in two shades. This is the golden one, and they have like a more silvery pinky one. Of course, with my skin tone, I went with the gold shade. It doesn't look like much on the pan. Like I don't know, like you probably won't expect this to do much. But it is one of the most natural, beautiful, local highlighters that I have found. It is something that I will wear out in daylight and not worry about looking ultra shiny or glittery or sparkly. It's just a beautiful product. One downside is it doesn't last for very long on the skin. So on me, this will last for a maximum of 4 to 6 hours, but then beyond that, it's gone or it has sort of spread around my face. It does that thing where it doesn't stay put on me for too long, but it's still a beautiful product and it's very, very cheap. So I do recommend this. So it's quite, I mean, a lot comes off on the brush, so I tap off the excess. And I don't know if the camera is going to pick up on this because like I said, बहुत natural product है. But it's just, it's very pretty. And it leaves like a slight glow. So I don't know if you guys can see that. But it's very natural, very realistic shine. And इसके अंदर कोई glitter नहीं है, कोई ultra sparkly चीज़ नहीं है. So like I said, I feel safe wearing this out in daylight. And you can even sort of apply more than you usually would and you can still get away with it. Because it's not one of those highlighters that you can see from Mars. Alright, the next product I'm going to use is going to be eyes related. This is an Essence 2-in-1 eyeshadow and liner. This is waterproof, so it's going to be the type that sets really, really fast, which means I need to have a brush ready on hand to start blending this out the moment I apply it. I think I'm going to use this one. Now this is a Morphe G18 brush. I'm just going to keep this and use this to blend out the product. I don't want to do something really heavy with this very light pinky glowy makeup, but I think I always do really light eye looks, so maybe I can go a little extra. We'll see where we go. I just have a few products that I want to show you, and in order to show you all of them together, I'm going to incorporate all of them in this look and then just hope for the best. So I'm going to use this. This is a shade black. And then as soon as you apply it, like don't waste time, start blending it out. Anything that is waterproof or gel based is going to set really, really, really quickly. So you need to make sure that you are ready to start blending it out. And as you're blending, since this is a black shade, just make sure that you are in control of where you take the product. I'm also going to be using this under my eye. For a little extra smoky, and I'm going to blend this with a pencil brush. Alright, so this is what the eyes look like right now. Already very dramatic. Acha ji, the next thing I'm going to use is this Maybelline Sensational Effects eyeshadow. This is a liquid eyeshadow, and I am going to use this on my eye. Now these are not like really, really opaque and overwhelming, so okay, honestly this one did nothing. What the hell? Applying for the second time. This one's not doing anything. Like, what? This is hardly a shade, hardly. Like if you compare both eyes together, like it just leaves a tinge. So I'm not liking this a lot. इसका एक golden वाला shade आया था, वो मुझे अच्छा लगा था. That I've used. This one, this is, what shade is this? This is the shade Burgundy Ash. I'm sorry, Burgundy Ash, you are not doing it for me. Yeah, you guys, I don't recommend this. मतलब हल्का सा color आया है, but it's not what I expected this to be. I thought it would be more like metallic or just pigmented, and it kind of does nothing. What? Like, it's not. It's. I mean, I knew it wouldn't be opaque, but if you blend it, it sort of blends out to just a tinge. Like, what? I'm not impressed. I am not impressed with this one. The next product I'm going to use is this Huda Beauty Nude Rich Palette. It has such beautiful shades. I hope this one doesn't disappoint. I've used some of the mattes in this. I've not used the shimmers, and that's what I want to use today. So I'm thinking I will use this one. How will this look? It's gonna really look very smoky. Should we do it? Let's do it. I'll just pat that on with my fingers. It's a beautiful shade. It's a stunning color. एक फ़ायदा हुआ है उस Maybelline liquid shadow का कि applying this on top of that means कि the liquid shadow is really grabbing the powder pigment in this palette. So I mean, you know, there's that. And then I'm thinking right in the center, I'm going to use this shade up top. Just for like a very subtle spotlight effect. Can you see that? Alright, I think that is quite pretty. And another thing I'm noticing is there's hardly any fallout with this palette. I mean, it helps to have cream and liquid shadows underneath because they grab onto powder products better and then it reduces the fallout. But I think this palette on its own is quite good because I'm not experiencing any fallout. Alright, I'm not going to apply eyelashes. I'm just going to apply a mascara and liner, and that will be it for this look. Oh my god. So you guys, this is the finished look and I love how this turned out. Alright you guys, this is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed me testing out these new products. Just to recap, we used this blush crush in the shade Romance. I applied a little bit more towards the end of the video just because I love this color and I really am enjoying this really flushed look on my cheeks. I also think it goes really well with the lips. I don't recommend this Maybelline Sensational Effects eyeshadow, the liquid one. I had the golden shade in this and I thought that was kind of nice. I felt it was more pigmented or at least had more shine to it. This one on the other hand is a complete dud. So this I don't recommend. These lip sharbats by Zay are such... I love them. I've already said enough good things about them. So I do recommend these. Get your hands on them if you haven't already. They come in 3 shades. This is the one Gulabi Chiller. They also have Lal Sharbat and Orange Soda. So do check them out. This Nude Rich Palette by Huda Beauty. You guys, how freaking stunning are these shadows? I really like the look I got out of this today. I also really like the mattes that I've previously used in other looks. All in all, it's a great product. And then this Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation. Now you guys, for the price, I think this is a phenomenal product. Not just for the price, I think overall this is a phenomenal product. I'm noticing that over time, it's not looking as obvious on my skin as it was at the start. So that's great. It's a very thick product, like it has a thick texture, but not thick in a cakey, goopy kind of a way. Although if you want your foundation to be more liquidy, you could add in a drop of oil and mix it in and that would help. But I applied it with the damp Zay Beauty sponge and I felt like the application was quite even. At start, I felt like I could kind of see it sitting on my skin, but now that my face is done and the foundation's been sitting on my skin for a hot minute, I feel like it's really it's looking great. I don't have anything bad to say about this. And it's cheaper than the Bourjois Healthy Mix foundation that I have been using non-stop lately, so that's also a plus. And yeah, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more content from me, then make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel, make sure you ring the notification bell so you are updated every time I post new content, and I will inshallah see you guys very soon. Bye.